Good morning, thanks for joining me out here at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. It's a beautiful sunny day. I got a beautiful piece. My name is Dean Jones. I'm gonna show you arguably the cleanest pre-owned coach I've ever seen here in 5 years. It's a 2023 Newmar New Aire 3549, single bath floor plan. A little history on the New Aires. Apparently, people coming out of the big, Essexes, the big 45-foot King Aires, they asked Newmar to build them a nice, small, compact, powerful, luxury, smaller coach so they could still motorhome. They didn't have to lug around a big 45-footer as they, got up in age a little bit. What's happened is, some people like to start out their RV life in something smaller. So we're getting it on both ends. I've sold a lot of New Aires. Probably got 12 owners out there. They absolutely love them. This guy is packed top to bottom with every option you could have. So let's just get started. Love this coach. It's featured in the Omni color. I have the awnings out so you might not be able to see it, but blues, a nice silverish pewter color, nice dark gray graphite stripe, lighter gray stripe. It just really pops. It's got the Omni interior, Omni exterior. It's got a beautiful toffee maple suede cabinet inside. The thing is just absolutely gorgeous. Every option under the sun. We'll just go ahead and get started here on this bay. Got that nice Dometic freezer. Comes out past the slide. Slide comes out. You can still get to your freezer. Maybe pack a little extra groceries, maybe some meat, whatever you want to do. It could be a refrigerator or a freezer. Not the big one, but we don't have a big coach. So a little bit of downsizing going on here. Also, nice 305 70R 22.5s, Michelin's. Nice Alcoa polished rims. All the finest stuff on this guy. Back to this guy, we have nice little power tray. That's an upgrade. You could have ordered this with power or non-power trays. The original owner, I think this was ordered, but it was just ordered right. So we have that. We also have this guy, another power tray. And this is not the biggest basement, but again, it's a 35-foot coach. So, and it's also only got 3,400 miles. I don't think it was used. I think it was brought at home and brought back. Something changed in the owner's situation, so the next owner is going to benefit from it. One thing I like to point out, Newmar does insulate their floor on their basement. They do light their bays. We do have a nice star foundation. We all know about that. Strong, true, and robust. Just a great build, great insulation. This even has a floor in here, a lot like a King Aire. Because it's a lower profile, you've got a height of 12 foot 3 inches. It's not that 13-foot big King Aire. But you do want some headroom inside, so they have a double subfloor with a barrier in it that has a better R value than even the batten insulation like I see on the Dutch Star or something. So it's a little different build from here to here. Great insulation, great sound deadening. You got the insulation down there. You got that great star foundation. You got your form-fitted slides in here, your egress door. It's all the Newmar stuff. It's just luxury at its finest. You also have a TV out here. You got the Samsung Smart TV with the sound bar that does articulate out. I think we have a little bar here we need to get looked at, but at any rate, yeah, so outside entertainment. The nice dually wheels in the back. Beautiful, I mean, there's absolutely not a scratch on this thing. It's basically a brand new 23. Little storage there, it's all lit. There's also lights underneath these slides. So, I mean, it's got, like I said, they checked every box when they ordered this guy. It is a Spartan chassis. We do have our shutoffs here, our 8-9 Cummins cranking batteries right here. A lot of our filters are right there, real easy to change. You're not getting under the coach to do so, but just a nice clean Spartan build. Back in the back here we have access to our 450 horse, 1250 pound-feet of torque on this 8.9 Cummins. This is the same motor that powers the 44-foot Dutch Star. And this is 35-foot. So just imagine how nice and nimble and quick this guy is. It's just really, really nice. Got power to go up the hills, no problem. Got our engine oil, our transmission fluid, our dipstick. This checks our air filter here. Got a coolant here. Just everything's right here. Your Oasis, real easy to fill here. You're not crawling up around your Oasis to fill that glycol. Just incredible. You'll see 2 cameras on this guy. One's the 360 camera, so you have a complete overhead view when you're driving. You also have a backup camera up there. 10,000 pound hitch on this guy. We do have the air already set up for our Air Force One if you'd like to use that. Nice 7-way there. Just a great little setup there. And what's nice about the new Air, it's a side radiated 35 footer. So if you want to pull something a little boxier and get it a little closer to your coach, your engine's still going to breathe with this side radiator, and you have to get up to the Dutch Star to get that. So this is definitely a step up from that. Here's your DEF tank. That's where you put your DEF fluid. Over here we got this wet bay. Again, super, super nice. Couple things about this. Water filtration. That keeps your water clean, it keeps your water system clean from calcifying. We have our fill hose, we have our gate valves, but more importantly, we have a SaniCon. SaniCon is going to just pump the waste out. You could actually, if you find that dump station that's level, just not really working gravity feed, you push this switch and it just pumps it right out. So once you go SaniCon, you'll never go gravity again if you can help it. We got low point drains. We got our autofill. So we can use city water, have city water pressure at our campsite, but then we don't have to wait before we launch to get water. We can be filling up as we're using that, or we can just fill it up by itself. We have those options. Water tap there, black and gray tank rinses. A lot of RVs come with just black tank. This has got both. We have a nice stainless steel outdoor shower. Everything's etched into this nice stainless steel package, and we also have a little screen here. I'll get out of the way. We can see what our tank levels are, what's going on in our coach right there. We don't have to go inside and look at the silver leaf in there. We also have real nice tank valves there if you do want a gravity flush. So just a real great little wet bay, nicely designed. You got all the options you can possibly imagine with your SaniCon. You also have a little fill hose. You can pump antifreeze through the coach real easy and winterize it yourself if you feel like it. We do have our Oasis and our power bay all in the same. It's a nice compact little bay. We got our 50 amp cord there. Everything's lit. Transfer switch, little power monitor, our central vac station if we could actually plug in here and clean out a tow car or something if we wanted to. This is Oasis. This is gonna be your heater and your hot water, and it runs off diesel, and it also has 2 electric burners. So if you're paying for electricity, these 2 burners get the job done, about 80% of what that diesel burner does. So either way, and the other thing about Oasis I like is that the parts are a little bit more readily available than the competition, and we know who they are, but they're another good system, just a little bit harder to get parts. We do have cable inlet here. We want to pump part cable into the coach. Another thing, we do have the window awning package around this whole thing. They're all Girards. I have them open on all 3 sides, or all 3 windows. And these windows do open, so that's an option. These are an option. Every option when they just check the box on them. Here's the back side of that. It's not a 2-way power slide, but you do have some nice storage on this side if you want to put some stuff there. And sometimes it's nice not to have the tray, because that tray elevates a little bit and you're losing a little bit of headroom. So taller items can go back here. And then we got our inverters, 2 inverters. Another great thing about this coach, they opted for the best power package there is. So 2 big inverters there, and you're gonna see 2 big Lithionics batteries with a spot to put another one. I think these are 320s, Lithionics. They're heated battery boxes. Lithionics is the best in the business right now. You got great lithium. It's gonna take you a long way. You also have a nice little storage here if you want to put your sewage hose, maybe some gloves or something there. This is a lithium coach. We can talk about that if you need to. This is our 90-gallon fuel tank fill on both sides. We've got some docking lights. We also have our electronics for our chassis. We have some replacement fuses there, some fuse panels in there. We also have jump terminals. We've got a little access pull for the generator up here. Got an 8,000 watt quiet diesel generator in this guy. It's got 110 hours on it. Again, 3,400 miles, 100 hours on the generator. You're basically buying a brand new, for all intents and purposes, Newmar, 23 Newmar. Has been pre-owned, well, we'll state that, but we do have a hot water line here, an air chuck there if we need it, our air horns. This is a filter for our Oasis, keep our fuel clean. It's a nice quiet generator. We got it running in there because it's a little bit warm out. So you do have all your road collision mitigation, all that good stuff. Big giant windshield arms. That's going to keep that windshield nice and clean going down the road. Nice safety feature there. And you'll notice there's a camera above that windshield. There's also 2 on the sides and that one in the back, and that's what stitches the overhead 360 camera together. Great fog lights there, real high visibility headlights. Just a beautiful piece. Nice chrome mirrors, nice flagpole bracket. We do have our coded entry with the doorbell. Nice chrome steps on this guy. Just a gorgeous coach. Let's go in and check out what's going on in here. Coming on up, it's a little tight. It's a 1 bath unit. The 3549 floor plan is just a single bath. That gives you a couple things. Gives you a little bit bigger living room, a little bit bigger bedroom. So you can get through here pretty easy through these theater seats. We can still access our nice Samsung refrigerator if we need to. Got a little extra room in here in the kitchen. We have our split bath. If I need to get into the restroom without opening up slides, I can do so. So just a really nice floor plan. Let me open this guy up and we'll kind of go through it. It is a 4-slide unit. You get a look at this toffee suede matte finish cabinet. They're just beautiful. Just real nice, soft, classic. Nice beveled door faces. This coach has 105 gallons of fresh water, 60 gallons of gray, and 40 gallons of black. Those are your tank sizes. I'll let you kind of pan around here. I'm going to go open the front slides. Nice solid surface countertops. Just a gorgeous piece. Love the floor color. Real easy to keep clean. We got floor heat in this guy. Hydraulic slides. Again, the window's open. I don't know that there's an option on this coach that's not here. It's got a Traveler satellite system on it. It's really something. Plenty of horsepower, plenty of torque, great floor plan. Opens up really nice. As you're staying in this guy, it makes a pretty nice little condo, if you will. We'll start in the back, work our way forward. We've got a nice king bed here. Under here, you'll see we have our leaps for our Euro booth in here. This is an Aire Sleep Number mattress, so again, another option they check the box on. You can make it soft or firm on either side for 2 different types of sleep. We've got true Newmar fashion, a great little cubby up here with power and ports. If you have a CPAP machine, you can put it up there and get it out of the way and plumb it through the cabinet. Not a problem there. Nice little lighting, soft LED lighting up here. We do have nice windows here. These are all power shades that you run off your KIB panels. Beautiful solid surface, little nightstands with power over here. I don't know if you can see that, but let me get out of the way. You got a little hole there. Behind that hole, you run your cords through it down to your power there. Put your phone or what have you over here to charge it. Real nice. Nice upholstered headboard. Everything's just a really nice center to sleep. You can also make this bed all 3 sides. Over here we have our chairs. These chairs are for that Euro booth. They match the upholstery in there, and you can make that almost a 6-top. I'll show you when we get there. But you can get a look at this nice full-timer closet. It's got a lot of hanging space. You've got a safe in there. Everything's well nice done. Nice shoe boxes. Nice little... This cabinet here is for your breakers. It also has a little legend here, some of the information on the coach. If you have a breaker go out, that's where you're gonna find it. Everything's nice and lit. Beautiful closet doors. And of course we have our splendid 110 stackable washer and dryer. Dryer is vented. It's gonna work just fine. Underneath that, you'll see a vent. These vents are part of that Oasis system. So that's a hydronic heat. It blows through those registers. It's a glycol loop. Really silent, really good heat. You also have an element underneath this tile, and that's going to heat the coach as well, along with heat pumps in your ACs. Here's your auto video cabinet. Again, you do have a dish up top if you want to use Dish Network. You can throw a couple receivers in this coach and have nice satellite cable throughout the coach as you're traveling. So here's some drawers here. Real nice deep ones. They are dovetailed, as you can see. High quality. And they're also soft close. We like soft close in RVs because it also snugs them up against the stile so we don't get that noise going down the road. Got some more right here. Plenty of places to put your clothes. You'll also notice the bedroom is vaulted, so that you got a flat ceiling in the front, but this gives you a little bit airier feel, a little bit more headroom. Just a nice touch on these guys. We do have speaker switches. These are your KIB panels. We can do the lighting. Let me pop these shades up. Oh, there we go. So those lift those shades up. Everything's power. You can get in here, play around with that. We do have a nice door here, nice 4-panel door on a nice slide, nice barn door type of deal. And we get into our bathroom. We got this really nice shower. This is a split bath. We do have our water miser. What that does is it lets you recirculate your water till it gets to desired temp, so you're not spending fresh water or filling up your gray tank unnecessarily. You just get these tuned up, keep this in recycle mode. This light will come on, you turn it over and you're showering. We also have a nice little setup for our shampoo, body wash, and conditioner. That way you don't have bottles rolling around here when you're going down the road. Nice floor in this shower. These stones, once you warm them up with the water and stand on them, they're said to massage your feet, actually. They're a real comfortable way to go. Nice big drain here. You're not going to have any puddling. You got complete tile surround here. This isn't an insert. This is actually a tile situation. Nice accents. Teak seat. Not a bad size. It's a 35-foot coach, so this is a decent shower. You do have a grab handle. That's an option. And what you're going to see in here is a nice your toilet room and your vanity. That's your egress door right behind the toilet. And in a case of emergency and you can't get to the front door for some reason, you can just open that up. A ladder drops. You just walk right out of here. We have a macerating toilet in there. It is porcelain, solid surface countertop, undermount vessel sink, great tile surround sound. That vanity lights up. It's really nice. Just all the luxuries of a bathroom. You could pack in there. I'll go in actually there and show you. So this mirror, I love this thing. Lights up real nice. Then you also have vanity lights, ceiling lights. You can really light this place up. Yeah, so a lot of light in here. Fantastic fan. I'll show you this door while I'm in here. Just opens up. Pop that out, that ladder drops to the ground, and you just walk out of here. Hopefully you'll never need to do that, but it's way better than jumping out a window, especially when you get these coaches getting taller and taller. So, great little bathroom there. Coming in here, one of my favorite parts about this floor plan is got a little spice rack here, maybe some canned goods, but look at this pantry. It's absolutely monstrous. You can put a lot of stuff in there. So you think a little motorhome, you think a little storage solutions, and this one's actually got one of the biggest pantries I've ever seen. That's part of the microwave, but we can do cooking trays. We can put our covers from our sink or our induction in there if we want to. We got just plenty of places to put stuff. Again, beautiful cabinetry, beveled cabinet faces, soft toffee, matte finish, nice little crown pieces all the way around. They did a great job. Over here we have our silver leaf. This is going to be the brain of the coach. We can look at, you know, some of our tank levels, our power situations, our climate. I don't know why this thing isn't cooling right now. Anyways, but we also have block heater, battery situated. This is for our state of our this is for our lithium. We got camera setups. We got light. We can turn lights on in the coach. Yeah, floor heat. It's just where you run your whole coach. Really nice system. Really easy. We'll show you how that works. Here's our vacuum. That's our dustpan, and this is for our attachments. We've got a place for rubbish can there, and another place for these covers if you want to put them there. That's just the dummy face, but we do have a little scrubby thing there. Here's all of our manuals for the coach, and a lot more storage under there and access to your plumbing. This window, really nice, does open up if you want to get some air in here. You can slide that open. It is screened, so keep it open if you want that cross breeze. We've got some more slide doors there. Nice Samsung convection microwave there. And of course, we have our 2-burner induction, True Induction, portable cooktop. We can take it outside if we want, cook outside if we have the notion to do so. And we have cutting boards on the back side of here. I would be surprised if this thing was ever used, or if this thing was ever used with the minimum miles on this guy. Over here we have some, this is a remote for your sleep number. We've got TVs all around the coach, and this is your remotes for that. This is for your Nova Girard awnings that span the outside that I showed you out there. We've got some Bose soundbar remotes that haven't even been opened. Really cool there. We do have our Euro booth. The beautiful part about this Euro booth, one, it's a Euro booth, and I love the way you can sit in them sideways, have a conversation, turn your seats around, have a nice conversation pit. But what else you can do, you can pull this out, put those leaves in, put those chairs here, and you can have a 6-person card game if you want. Just don't look at your other players' cards when you're sitting next to them. Anyways, we also have another window that's open. These great windows all the way around. One of the Newmar features is how big their windows are. But this is an option. So you can order them just straight up, or you can put these sliders in them. This one's been ordered with them. Let's go. This is our televator. So when we're sitting in our nice theater seats, kicking up, you know, with these power recliners, we can throw on a movie, maybe watch a football game. It just doesn't get much better. It really doesn't. So with that Euro booth, we do have a little storage. It does not make a bed, but it does have some storage on both sides, as you can see. Then of course you have your panel that's in the proximity to what this is doing here. And we've got a little storage up here. This is gonna be how you attach gaming systems, satellite stuff to this TV. And you also have a little storage here. This box here, it's not to frustrate you by halving your cabinet. This is all insulation for this big slide. It's gonna keep, Newmar just does a better job insulating their coach than anybody. So that's just what that is, if you don't know why that's such a short cabinet. And that goes all the way around. So it just keeps all the nice cool air in here in the summer and the hot air in here in the winter. So over here we have more storage. And there's no barriers in here, so if you have an umbrella or something you want to put up there, no problem. But look at that big window, it's just beautiful. Over here we do have a little storage. We do have some power and some USB options there. And there's also power on the corners of this area, so you can plug stuff in and put it on your armrest if you'd like. Oh, that's just a dummy cabinet there. It's the face. But yeah, again, all these little areas, it's not laminate, it's this really nice cultured, really attractive kind of Korean type stuff all throughout the coach, so you're not gonna have anything peeling on you. Coming up here, we have kind of the brain of the situation. We have our slides. We can lock our entry step open, turn on our Wi-Fi router. These are those exterior LED lights I was talking about underneath the slides. We do have these privacy drapes we can pull down here. We also have some visor buttons on the dash if you don't want to stand up to do so. We have some lights here and some security lights here. So this is our awning panel. This is our antenna for local stations. But we also have, this is our traveler. This is where we put up our satellite there. Got a little storage up here, but maybe a good place to hide your cookies or something. But here we have a little bit more storage. This is an iPad panel that goes in this little guy here. If you're an iPad user, you could use that. We've got a little bit more. These are our awning controllers, some wiring and what have you up there. This is actually an extra wide seat. This is another option. So it's an extra wide seat. Maybe you have a little dog like I do and you can sit up there with your dog. But it also has this beautiful little monitor, which is another option. And what that does, you can actually look at these camera angles, and you can also go into navigation. So say you guys decide you're gonna change destinations and you don't wanna stop and punch in everything here, your co-pilot can actually enter that. It's gonna interface with this. You change routes, no problem. We have climate control over here. We have a phone charger right there, USB and 110 right behind there. We have our step covers, some visors, ceiling lights. You got a whole little control panel over here for this passenger alone. This window does also open if you want to get some fresh air over here. And of course you have the cockpit over here for the driver. Really nice big screens. As you get up in models, you get bigger screens. Now they're doing a big full screen across there, but this is adequate. You see your backup if you're towing a car, but that overhead, this is your 360 right here. So if I went out and walked around the coach, you'd see me walking around this whole thing. With that, we're seeing a lot less damage on these coaches, because when you're in those fuel stations or you're in those tight campgrounds, you're just not going to bump into stuff like we used to. And people see you going down the highway, so that's not where the damage happens. It happens in those tight gas stations, fuel stations, and campgrounds. So it's just cycling through some different views. That's left. If I turn on this, let me turn this on here real quick. That's the AC blowing nice and cold. But if I go and do my turn signal to the right, you're going to see the right side of the coach. If I turn it to the left, you're going to see the left side of the coach. We see our slides open, but just great to see if anyone's sneaking up on side you when you're switching lanes and stuff like that. Again, 3,409 miles. You just can't beat it. Beautiful digital display. We got our air brake. We got a phone charger. Here's our headlights. We've got our phone system here. We can run our entertainment right here. We can cycle through our screens right there. We also have comfort drive just at a touch of a button. So we can go up, we can go down. And the comfort drive just helps you steer through wind, through crowned highways. Also keeps the wheels always at 0 degrees. So if you're backing up, you don't have to wonder where your wheels are. It just, if you're in motion, the wheels want to be at center. So we can get into that if you want to come down and test drive it. They're just an incredible system that Newmar offers. We also have our gearbox for our Allison transmission, HWH leveling. It's really nice. You can actually manually dump this, get it lower if you want. One button push leveling, one button push storing. Just the best in the business right there. We also have an engine brake on this guy. We have a window. It's power on this side if we want to pay tolls, or we've got our mirrors. We've got a mirror heat. Then we got a standard HVAC on this guy. So right now it's blowing some nice cold air right there. It's a nice warm day. We can also override the HVAC. So we can actually make it blow air from the HVAC through the dash as well. That's what that's all about. We've got visors here, courtesy lights. We can turn on our air horn. Generator's running. We got some fans up there that circulate the air around that big windshield. Dock lights. Again, shade buttons, visors. That's behind there day and night. And as it's running, it'll only come down so far. So just a great coach. These seats do spin around. They do have a recliner on this side and this side. So if you turn them around and put them in a conversation pit, you can recline them. It's just a great piece. Low mile, clean, 2 years old. If you're interested in a Newmar and you like a single bath floor plan, this would be the unit if you like the colors. My name is Dean Jones. Give me a call. I can tell you all about it. I can send you a build sheet. My number is 720-347-7063. I accept text at that number, or you can email me at dean.jones@transwest.com. Stay tuned. Teresa Crawley is going to do another video. It's an older C, but it's nice. It'll make someone a nice motorhome, and we'll see you next Friday.